Namaste everyone. Had breakfast? Anyone here without breakfast? Woke up late or didn't have time? Woke up late. Studied late night. Exams are going on? Okay. So don't skip your breakfast, okay? Everyone must have breakfast and come to the classes. I have seen few who have raised hands without breakfast. Maybe because you didn't have time, but this is not the excuse. Practice yoga, you will definitely can do multiple things at a time, okay? So before moving to the topic, today I want to thank this institution for calling me here as a speaker. Thank you, sir, and thank you, Nandi, sir, principal, and Dr. Naveen, sir. I'm very happy that I'm sharing or sitting very next to him. He's a great personality. So when I was working at SDM, he was there as HOD. At that time, I used to ask few doubts which used to go above my head because I was just passed out BNYS. I didn't understand what terms he was using. So his thinking, his understanding about yoga, everything was very different, which as a fresher I couldn't understand. And today I'm happy that I could come here to give a talk. Last year I came to the same location for my sister's orientation class. She's studying here in 12th standard. Many of my friends who have completed PU from the same institution, they are working abroad, they are working in reputed hospitals. So, and I congratulate all the students for selecting this beautiful course, because even though if you don't take up the career, you have invested in your health, because investing in health is very important rather than the money or finance that you are going to invest, because health is ultimately wealth. Since you are doing yoga regularly, having sattvic food and chanting prayers, so all these are definitely going to help you in your career or in your personal growth. So this is what I wanted to tell you. So to begin with, most of the time I take my classes sharing stories of my patients. So a few months back, 2 months ago, one of my own school junior, she called me up from Europe, okay? So she called and said, she was literally crying because she couldn't conceive. She was trying for pregnancy. And she said, Roshita, I was doing yoga, I was doing a healthy lifestyle, but even then I got some fibroids which is making difficult to conceive, okay? So then she asked me, what is the point in practicing yoga? What is the point in following healthy lifestyle? Still I am not able to conceive. I said her, don't worry, you are on the right track. Definitely you will conceive and have a baby. Okay. Last week she called me up and said, from Europe, the doctor said she has a miracle pregnancy. Nobody has conceived with 6 fibroids. And so they are like, they can't believe that she has conceived. So this one point I wanted to tell you, when you practice yoga, when you follow healthy lifestyle, nothing goes in waste. Okay. You can come. Even though you have some issues, you can definitely overcome. I have seen with many of the patients who come with the same complaint. They say they are practicing yoga, they are following lifestyles, still have ended up with few diseases. That's because we are humans. Definitely we'll come across diseases. But then when you follow a healthy lifestyle, you can easily overcome those diseases. So let me come to the topic, understanding mental well-being in later life. Next. So as this topic goes for senior citizens or later life, the main problem what they face is emotional struggles. Yes, they have emotional struggles, especially in this era, because we have now Gen Z generations. Yes, now upcoming is Alpha. It's very difficult to make them understand our concept, and it's very difficult for us to understand your concepts. Yes, there is always some or the other arguments happens with your parents. Maybe they don't understand what you say, or maybe we are not able to understand what you say, because I have my sister, okay, we are 20 years different, so there is lot of thinking difference between me and my sister. So this will definitely come in this era with elder peoples and the younger generations. So how can we overcome? There will be, they may be having retirement or isolation or physically health issues, and these issues might affect the mind. So yoga will definitely help in older generations or older group of people to overcome this kind of difficulties. How it will help? It's the, as sir has already told, it's the gut-brain axis. Naveen sir has told about the gut dysbiosis. And when we eat healthy food, it's not that only physical practice of yoga that is going to help. Yoga is beyond the physical practices. Everybody agree that? Yes? Yes. So once we follow sattvic lifestyle, practice yoga, this gut dysbiosis. Hope everybody knows what is gut dysbiosis. There are first years here, many first years? No? Okay. So whenever there is bad bacteria in the higher rate compared to the good bacteria, we'll end up with emotional struggles, especially in ladies with hormonal imbalance. This happens. When we calm the mind with yoga, automatically this gut dysbiosis goes away. In my clinic, we give just diet therapy and yoga therapy, nothing else. So with simple yoga therapy, first what we will do is, we'll ask them to practice yoga for 10 days. In that 10 days itself, they get lot of change. They end up with not having cravings. Usually when patients come, they say after lunch they feel like eating a sweet. Okay, so once they start practicing yoga, these cravings automatically disappears. Then for me it is easier for them to give the sattvic diet. So yoga will definitely help in elderly people to overcome the stress. I had one patient when I was working in allopathy hospital. He came after his bypass surgery, and he was with many medications. Okay, there were 6 medications which usually after CABG people take. So he approached me to overcome the anxiety, because even after the surgery he was like, he had the fear of death. So we just gave him MSRT for a month every day, and he could overcome that fear, and he went back to the doctor, and doctor has reduced the dosage of medication, and now he's living without medication. After 10 years of his surgery, now he's living without any medications. So the tools in yoga, we think, okay, yoga is very simple, it's like adjuvant therapy, but it can become the main therapy when patient does it with mind consistently for long period of time. It's not that 1 week he does, he leaves, come back after 6 months. No, you should make them practice daily. So this comes when we as students or practitioners do ourselves, as doctor has said. Once we practice, we can strongly educate our patients to do the same. How many of you practice pranayama before exams, before going to exam hall? How many of you have exam fear? Only few? I still have exam fear. Yes. So everybody next. Otherwise, what you have planned will go in waste. So you have to, every day you have to write down before sleeping. What are your goals? What you have to do in this month, next month to achieve your goal. When you practice yoga, you can achieve all this. Next. So you all, how many are first year BNYS students here? Anatomy completed or on the process? On the? Okay. I'll give you one, how many months completed? First years? 6 months. 8 months. So you know leg muscles? Muscles in the foot? Okay, I will ask you simple question. This is not Viva, okay? Just for your understanding. First years, all BNYS students, sit straight. And now I'll give you one simple exercise. Keep your, remove your chappal. Keep your foot on the ground. Completely on the ground, flat, okay? Now just lift your foot. Just lift your foot. Where are you getting the stretch? Which muscle? Okay, now you stand. BNYS students, please stand without chappal. Now you stand on your toes. Which muscles are getting stretched? Is it the same muscle or different? Same? How many of you feel it's different? Different muscles? Only few. Sit. So when you sit and stretch, you get more stretch on your tendo-achilis, right? Yes? Now you can feel. Now you stand and stretch. You get stretch on your gastrocnemius. Yes? This is how you have to correlate anatomy and yoga. And you can easily tell patients when they come up with the foot pain or calf muscle pain, when you advise exercises, it should be like this. Find out where actually it's paining, which muscle is affecting, and give them this exercise. Why I told about this exercise is because elders, usually they like to do sit chair exercises. So when you give them, you should focus so much. Why you're investing your 5.5 years here? Because you need to correlate muscles and yoga. Okay, then you get the good results. So when you advise yoga for senior citizens, not only for seniors, for anyone, when you give exercises or yoga, correlate your science, medical science with the traditional textbooks, okay? So all this I need not say, because you all know that asanas, pranayama, meditation. Sir has taken a detailed session on that with sloka. So hope you all had a good understanding on that, and I will not repeat all those, okay? Next is about the sattvic living, which is very much important for the elders. Give them always fresh, home-cooked vegetarian food if possible, because it's difficult for them to digest when you give meat or any other non-vegetarian food. For them, it's always the sattvic food which is going to help them to have the clarity of mind. Routine, they might think, okay, I need not wake up early because my kids are out of school or college. Still encourage them to wake up early, eat well, sleep on time, and ask them for going for some bhajans in temples or some singing bhajans, reading, give them some books, make them like when you were kids, how your parents asked you to read storybook, same way ask them to read some of the books, and helping others also will definitely help for having a sattvic living. Next. Daily mental wellness routine, morning pranayama, light stretches, gratitude, afternoon balanced meal. Every time give importance to home cooked food rather than packed refined cereals. Have you seen now many of the products from outside? We get multi grain cereals, packed food, just add in water, drink it. Have you seen that? So instead of that, try to have traditional home cooked food which is balanced food. Then evening walk, night avoid screens. Okay, ask the elders. This definitely going to help them in balancing hormone, something called melatonin, which will release only when you are in dark. Okay, next. So this is one story about our patient who was 72 years. She was not able to sleep. She had insomnia for long years. And now, since with 3 months of yoga, we asked her to come to clinic to do yoga, because she comes, she talks with few people around, she mingles with other patients, and she got very good sleep over time with 3 months of time. So just practice. We gave her simple yogasana, simple chair yoga in the beginning, and later she started doing it herself at home. Okay, next. So this I'm not going to make you do, because you have some yoga session after this, I guess. So old age is not the end, it's the new phase of inner growth. Mental health is your right, not luxury. This is the one main thing you have to tell to the older people at home. They have taken care of us. They have taken care of their grandchildren. They have forgotten to take care of their own mental health. So tell them taking care of our own mental health is not only the right, it's not a luxury. They have to take care of their mental health. So yoga offers the tools to stay joyful, focused and peaceful. Next. So we have some beautiful Sattvic recipes on our YouTube channel. You all can see those, and you can share to your elder people at home also. It's very easy to prepare, which will help your patients also to have the Sattvic recipes. There are many recipes of boiled food, uncooked food, and how to stay healthy with the Sattvic food. So thank you once again for giving me this opportunity to speak and share my experiences with you all. Thank you for patient listening. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.